In a small village by the sea, the air at sunset was filled with the scent of warm bread coming from an old bakery. They say that scent alone was enough to restore serenity to hearts. On each cake, the baker placed a red cherry, glinting like a last sun setting on the horizon. The grandmother would say, "Whoever wastes a cherry will only get half the cake next time." Layla grew up in the bosom of that bakery, learning the secrets of dough, sugar, and patient waiting by the fire. She saw the bakery not just as a business, but as a home of peace and a refuge for the good. On a bustling market day, a poor man in tattered clothes approached, asking for a piece of cake for his children. Layla smiled, cut him a whole cake, and said, "This is for you, with the cherry, too." The man saw it as a great act of generosity, and she saw in him a moment of reassurance. But that evening, a different conversation echoed in the alleys. Was it permissible to give the entire cake without limits? Gradually, people changed. They began to ask for cakes without the cherries, saying, "The cherry is the soul of the cake, and whoever gave it up once can give it up every time." As the days passed, the cakes began to diminish in their eyes, until only pale halves remained. Then a woman came carrying a basket of berries and said confidently, "We want a birthday cake, but without the cherries. We want to prove to everyone that the cake is complete without them." Layla stood in a long silence. At the edge of the table, a single cherry shone like a tiny jewel. She heard her grandmother's voice return to her. "The saying isn't just about the cake, but about the limits of the soul. Whoever always gives up the cherry loses half of the dream along with it." That's when Layla realized that the cherry wasn't just a decoration, but a symbol of dignity, boundaries, and fulfillment of a promise. And that giving without strings attached can strip things of their meaning.